Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to everybody. Welcome to the session Comics AI, VAT and Tax. I would like to have the pleasure to introduce to you Pugal T. Pugal is a senior consultant at Tally Solutions, India. He is currently speaking from Bangalore. Pugal has over 38 years of wide experience in the field of accounts, inventory, statutory, and training. He has been associated with Tally for over 15 years. He is a senior consultant with the organization, which is a very famous accounting software and solutions firm. During his experience, he has delivered 300 plus sessions for various stakeholders. These include chartered accountants, tax practitioners, Tally partners in the ecosystem, customers from SMEs to manufacturing to large organizations. Pugal has also been associated with train the trainer sessions for accounting professionals and teachers. He's done a lot of work with students, colleges, and it's a pleasure to have him today to speak to you all. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Tally and welcome Pugal. Pugal, if you could briefly introduce yourself and start your session. The session will last for 30 minutes, and after that, we will take questions from the audience. Thank you, Pugal, and over to you now.
Thank you, Mr. Sadiq. Thank you very much. So good morning, everybody. I hope all of you are fine, and we are almost at the cusp of, overcoming this major pandemic. Let's hope everything becomes normal as usual. So, uh, thanks again to Mr. Sadiq for giving a wonderful introduction. I am part of Tally currently as a senior consultant, and basically I am into a domain aspect. So my today's presentation is going to be on how technology can make compliance system much easier and trustworthy, right? So again, welcome all of you to the world of taxation, right? Because for the first time, indirect tax system has been introduced in Oman, and it's a major tax reform that has happened. So it's a new learning process for every one of you, and this is where, with the advent of this technology in the recent past, we are able to achieve anything through technology. So similarly, compliance being a new subject for many of the businesses in Oman, relying on dependable technology is going to play a very important role. And basically, I would want to point out certain uh, aspects for especially for businesses to evaluate. Because the implementation, though it has happened on 16th of April, it's being implemented in a phased manner. So it is very important that people need to be prepared. So from that perspective is what basically my presentation is going to be today, where how do you evaluate and what is the kind of confidence that you will have on any technology that you're going to use. Okay. And just to quote the words of Sir Benjamin Franklin, so he said two things are permanent in this world: death and taxes. So we can't escape. So we know we are coming under the bracket or net of taxation system in your country. So how well can you adopt a technology and be confident in your compliance? Let me just quickly share my screen. Okay, so today's session is going to basically revolve around technology for simplifying, especially Oman VAT. Okay, So just now I mentioned that Sultanate of Oman implemented VAT on 16th of April. It's a nice thing that is happening, because I mean, like, the implementation is happening in a phased manner, so that the transition and adoption and success of technology implementation would be much easier and seamless. So first thing is that, especially for businesses, basically we have to see what are the impact of VAT. Like I said, this is the first time your country is coming into the net of VAT. So what are the impact? The first impact that basically we will not see, or we will experience, is that you will have doubt in your mind. Is there going to be a major business process change because of introduction of VAT? How am I going to now run my business with the compliance of VAT is one major concern area that the businesses would definitely have. And the second impact is the organizational competency building. So since it's a new taxation system, it's very important and critical for the businesses to, one, equip yourself with the compliance law, and ensure that you are able to carry on with your business with the requirement of the compliance, so that you are not facing any hurdle. So the most important thing, especially if you see, one, you have to equip yourself. The other one is the people in your organization needs to be equipped, especially people who are in the accounts department, and also in the billing or in the marketing, where basically they have to understand the impact and implication of the new taxation system that is being introduced. But nevertheless, it is not required that every aspect needs to be known by every person in the organization. The most important aspect from a business point of view is that how well you are able to comply, and certain areas of importance is what I would be discussing in my upcoming slides. And the other challenge that the businesses will face is the transitioning. How well you are able to transition from your existing system, because currently your business processes, since the taxation is not there, you had your own business processes. But with the introduction of VAT, now you need to have a uniform system. That means every business needs to make sure that you are adhering to the requirement of the law, where you need certain kind of discipline and certain kind of processes to be built in, which will allow you to smoothly transition from your existing system to the VAT regime. And last but not least, the compliance part. How well are you compliant? What are those critical areas that is going to impact your business transactions? And are you do a rain check and find out, are you in compliance with this requirement? Very simple. What are the compliance? Your purchase, what compliance is required as far as the purchase is concerned? As far as sales is concerned, what kind of compliance is required? And the most important thing is your return filing, right? So I mean, like, are you compliant enough uh, in filing your return on a timely basis? So keeping these challenge in mind, so the question that comes to everyone's mind is that, maybe literally every one of you might be using some kind of a technology, an accounting system or an ERP system. But then this is the right time for you to evaluate and find out the kind of technology that you are using, whether the technology is going to allow you to seamlessly transition from your existing business processes to a new VAT regime, without bringing a major hurdle or bottleneck in the transition phase. So why technology is required, especially for compliance? Number one, if you see, it requires, the law says that, in majority of the cases, except for certain exceptional case where you need to take a permission, otherwise generally you are required to do an electronic submission and maintenance of your record. The law says that you are supposed to maintain your books of accounts for 10 years. So any point in time, the officials could come, and then they could come and inspect your books of account. So this is where, digitally, if you are going to maintain your books of account, it is going to be very, very easy for you to quickly, get those information what the officers are looking for, and you are able to provide the information on a timely basis. Now, the most important question before we get into all those things, two very important questions that every business owner and the person who is involved in the compliance matter in the organization, you have to ask: the technology that you are using, is this technology helping you to transition smoothly and seamlessly from your current business operation? Number two is this technology is going to give me an integrated solution? What do you mean by integrated solution? Number one, you have your accounting record. Now, with the introduction of VAT, you need to also, if you are a trader or a manufacturer, you need to also maintain your inventories to be maintained in a proper way. And the third aspect is the compliance system. So that means your accounting, inventory, and compliance needs to be integrated. And especially, when you are raising your sales invoice, which is your tax invoice, those tax invoices needs to adhere to the requirement of the information to be mandatorily captured in your tax invoice. So all this, you have to ensure that whatever system, whatever technology you are using, you are able to achieve these objectives in a single technology. See, as long as you are not in the VAT regime, it really doesn't matter. Now we are answerable to the authorities. So it is very important that you have your system in a single integrated technology software solution. So one is that submission of your return and maintaining of your records. Number two is the nature of transactions. In the law, like I said, it is difficult for anyone to comprehend the law in totality. So what are those important area which is going to impact your business? The nature of transaction. There are different nature of transactions which have an impact on VAT. Like for example, RCM, reverse charge mechanism, deemed supply. Then what is the tax implication on export? Then what is the tax implication on import? Right. So which basically, which are the transactions now from the designated zone to a non-designated zone? What is the tax impact? So these are important aspects that you need to do. And important thing that you have to see, does the technology that you are using, does it have the intelligence built inside the technology, so that your burden on the understanding of the compliance requirement is much, much lesser, and the technology should take care of these compliance aspects, which is the major compliance aspect from a point of business operation. The next one is basically, if you see the taxable value and rate of VAT, how do you set up? Fortunately, in your country, you have a single rate of VAT, right? Which is this is a standard rate of 5%. Unlike unlike in India, we have multiple rates of VAT for multiple for various items. So how does the technology allow you to configure the taxation in a very simple manner without hassling you into too much of configuration for you to set up the VAT compliance in the system? And also, the system or the technology should have the intelligence built in, so that at any point in time, the technology should allow the user to configure every aspect which is impacting the taxable value. So for example, if there are some certain item where normally your assessable value, whatever is the item you are supplying on that on that VAT is going to be applicable. Then the law also says that there are other charges that you are going to levy in your tax invoice requires VAT to be charged on those other charges also. Now, just in case, let us assume that if one of the charges, in fact, in couple of months back, when I was doing a session for chartered accountant on the same subject, they were learned chartered accountants who were discussing on various aspects. See, one of the example that was given is that they were saying that in case tomorrow if insurance that you are charging in your tax invoice, if it becomes exempted, that means you don't have to levy VAT on that. How quickly the technology can help you to configure this so that you don't depend on the solution provider for these kind of changes. And again, tomorrow if the VAT rate changes or if new rates are being applicable, how quickly are you able to adapt to the new changes so that you are not going to, or your business is not going to suffer because of these changes due to your reliability on the solution provider. The next aspect is the ineligible input credit. Wherever you are not eligible to claim input credit, how does the technology system allows you to capture that information? Because these information have to be definitely captured as one of the value that needs to be reflected in your return. How does the technology allow you to manage the reversal of your input tax credit? Like I mentioned, tax invoice. You should be in a position to generate the tax invoice as per the government's law, capturing all those mandatory information within that same software that you are using. And the system also should allow you to file your return with ease with the click of a button, so that you don't have to aggregate the same information in multiple phases or multiple instances for you to file your return. So since every information are going to get captured in the technology that you are using, should allow you to file your return by click of a button. So this is the overall critical area that you have to evaluate your technology, whether it is your existing technology, or the evaluation is going to give you a clear idea of what is the technology that you need to adopt and what is the change that you need to bring in, so that the day you are going to be covered under the VAT, you are going to be ready, so that the first day morning when you make your first tax invoice, you are VAT compliant. Now, so this is where the technology is going to be play an important role. Now, again, what is the premise or what is the design that a technology should allow users to be VAT compliant, seamlessly? The most, even I can call this as the three pillars: the control and the design to help ensure the users of this technology that you are VAT compliant, and basically the trust of the accuracy of the information that you are able to capture. And also the technology should allow you to adhere to the timelines of the VAT compliance deadlines. So what are the three core controls that every technology should have? Number one is that the technology should allow you, this is the kind of intelligence that needs to be built inside the technology, so that it allows to detect any exception. So normally, you do a configuration of VAT using the technology. Like for example, I'm representing Tally Solutions. So the way I'm going to, basically, give you a visualization of, what should you look for in technology is based on the solution that we have brought in for VAT compliance for Oman, India, and various other countries on the statutory compliance. So how does the system allows you to quickly detect any out of scope activity that is happening from a compliance point of view? Number two is that, okay, there is some exception that has occurred, and how does the system allow you to prevent that exception? so that it can pop out some messages, or where you are reminded of the exception before you go to your filing of your return. Number three, very important aspect is that how soon can you, okay, you are able to detect, you are able to prevent. In case you are overlooking the prevention mechanism, and you, before filing the return, the system should give you those exceptions so that you are able to identify those exceptions. And the biggest challenge is that how quickly are you able to correct those exceptions, or mismatch, or incomplete information, so that you are able to update that information in your books of account, and also be ready with your return filing, right? So if you see the technology for what, based on these three pillars of compliance technology for every software solution or software technology, the prevention, detection, and correction will allow you to better and easy compliance. Now, if you take the three pillars into the thing, what is the solution? How simple should be the solution? The technology that you are going to use is going to offer. Like number one is the configuration, right? How quickly are you able to configure, and how simple is the interface for you to configure your VAT compliance plays a very important role. This is where it is going to build the trust of the user, that you don't have to change your business function because you have to use a technology which is now VAT compliant. The technology should allow you to continue doing your business and continue having your business processes in such a way that you are seamlessly able to migrate to compliance system. So configuration plays a very important role. The moment you configure, based on the configuration that you are setting up for your organization from a VAT perspective, when you are recording the information, whilst recording the information, this is where the second pillar of prevention is going to play a very important role. So it should prevent you from any exception that has occurred due to oversight in the capturing of the transaction. The third important aspect is before you file your return, right? So the software solution that you are using should throw out that exception, allow you. That's the third pillar, which is seamless correction. Identify what is the mismatch or what is the incomplete information that is there, and how quickly are you able to correct it, and then file your return. So reconciling at the source, rather than uploading the information on the portal and then discovering what is the error. The system should allow you to have a complete 100% of those exceptions to be handled and taken care before you upload your information on the portal. And also the system should allow you to the ease of filing. Now this is where basically, if you see quickly, if you see what is the configuration that a system should normally allow, a simple configuration. Now again, if you see, this is our design principle in Tally that we have brought in, where for you, the moment you are going to get covered under VAT, okay, if you are using Tally as your technology solution for your organization, it is not going to take more than 120 seconds for you to enable your company for VAT compliance. It is that simple and that easy. So the way the design that has been provided in our technology is that very simple. You have to just configure your VAT information at the company level. The moment you set up at the company level, it automatically inherits. So people, I mean, like just people who have been using Tally, let's say all this while you are using Tally, the normal way you would have created your item, you would have created your party masters, suppliers, vendors, your expenses, your purchase ledger, sales ledger. Now, just because VAT is implemented, and you need to now configure the existing system, which is Tally for VAT compliance, you really don't have to do anything. All you have to do is, supposing if you are dealing, majority of the product that you are dealing is 5%, all you need to simply do is just specify the 5% at the company level. All your 20,000 stock item that you are dealing in will automatically inherit that rate which is there. So that is the simplicity in which you can configure your VAT compliance for your organization using the technology. So company setup, what are the information that you can set up? Your TRN, which is very, very important, very critical. And also the rate of tax. That's a simple thing. Just two information you provide, you are up and running with your VAT compliance in Tally. And the first invoice that you're going to generate, it is going to be as per the compliant of the Oman statute. You can generate your first tax invoice. Number two is the master setup. Now, this again is very important. This is where the intelligence is going to be, built in the system, where depending on the sultanate or depending on the country or depending on the GCC, and also depending on the configuration that you can specify whether this particular party is in the designated zone or outside the designated zone. With this small configuration that you do at a master level, the intelligence is built in the system such that like automatically the system is going to be compliant with the requirement. Very simple. If I can just give a simple example, let us say you are importing something, and if you configure the master that you say that it is not in your sultanate and it is from some other country, automatically, since now import, wherever the reverse charge is applicable on import, if you are able to configure, Tally technology will automatically give you the information saying that, okay, this is the amount of RCM or the reverse charge that you are supposed to pay. The system is going to make yourself compliant with the law, and also give you an information saying that these are the liabilities that have been created, which becomes much easy for you to be compliant with it, and then make necessary payments on a timely basis. Okay, so this is where the governorate or sultanate, the country, all these are one-time configuration that you are supposed to do. The TRN of the parties you will do, and then your stock item will automatically get inherited with whatever rate you have provided at the company level, right? And then in case if you are dealing in some item which are exempted item, you can go to that particular stock item, and then you can configure only those items. And the best part of intelligence that is built in, let us say you are dealing in the product, when you are supplying that or when you're making a sale in your sultanate, it attracts a standard rate of 5%. But if the same item, if you are exporting, it is falling under the zero rate, right? So if you are making an export invoice, and even by mistake, if the accountant is trying to charge VAT, the system will not calculate the VAT. It is going to give you an exception report. Now, this is what is the prevention pillar which I was talking about. It is going to give you a message saying that, hey, look, you are exporting this item. So as per the law, the export attracts a zero rate. So that is the reason why VAT will not get computed when you are doing an export of the same item. When you sell it in the in your local market, it is going to charge 5% VAT. And if you are exporting, it is going to say that it is going to be zero rated. So these are the configurations where you can set it up at the stock item. You can set up 0%, 5%, and all those things. And then the tax ledger, you have to just create one single tax ledger from the compliance point of view. The one single compliance ledger is going to take care of your input VAT and also your output VAT. The second is recording. When you're recording the transaction, now this is where once you've configured your master at the company level, at the master level, and all your masters are ready, the moment you start capturing a purchase transaction or a sale transaction, which has an implication of VAT, these masters are going to now verify. This is what is our first pillar of detection. It is going to now detect and find out the transaction that you are capturing, whether it is in accordance with the configuration that you have done. If there is any error, or if it is not in accordance with the configuration that you have done, the system is going to give you a verification, and it is also going to give you an alert saying that what is the exception that is occurring in this particular transaction. In case if you have not charged the right rate. Now, the example I gave you, zero rate and 5%. Okay. And the third is reconciling at the source. Now, this again is very important, that you have set up your master, you have captured, you have, the prevention error is messages are going to come. In case if you have overlooked it, you really don't have to worry. You need to have some kind of a reconciliation, again, trying to see whether the data that you have captured for filing of your return as per the law, whether they are in accordance with the requirement of the law, right? So it is going to tell you, like for example, if there are any mismatch, it is going to tell you there are incomplete mismatch information you need to resolve, what you see in the red color, right? So it will automatically tell you, and also it will tell you what is the nature of incompleteness or mismatch that is happening. Supposing if you have not selected the country, kingdom, sultanate, it is going to tell you. If you have not specified the TRN, it is now going to tell you, okay, if there is any mismatch in the tax rate while modifying the data, it is going to tell you. So like this, each nature of exception, it is going to be identified, and when you select that particular nature of expense, nature of exception, it is also going to give you saying that what information is missing, and it allows you to put in the data or complete that information in the reconciliation statement. And the best part, whatever information that you are giving, if it is master related, your master is going to get updated in the backend, so that next time you will not get the same error. And if it is transaction related, the particular transaction will get updated for your future reference. Okay. So once you have resolved all this, then your return is going to be ready, which means 100% now your data is in compliant with the VAT requirement. You can confidently upload your information. Then the ease of filing, again, that how the system should allow, like for example, Tally allows you to generate the data for your return filing in whatever format that is required, and then you can upload that information by quickly validating, because you have already reconciled, which is what is going to give you the confidence of your data, and then validate the return, and then you can generate your return and upload your information, right? So ease of filing, the speed and efficiency, the speed at which and the confidence which it is going to give you that the information that you are giving is in accordance, and it is the correct information that you are providing, and which is what is going to give you the confidence of your accurate return filing, so that you are completely compliant with your VAT requirement. Now quickly, I just will take another couple of 3 minutes I'm going to take. I'm not going to take more than that. So quickly, I just want to give you a peek into the solution that Tally is brought in, and in a very simple form, how it becomes a easily seamless transition from your existing way you are working to the way you need to be compliant with the VAT requirement. It is very simple. All you need to do is just enable your VAT. It will ask you, do you want to enable VAT? Enable your VAT, specify your information. This is where you're going to specify your TRN, your registration date, applicable date, and also the VAT rate. So you can specify at your stock item level, in case if it is not in if it is different or something. And all this you can do it on a real time basis. Whenever the change happens, you really don't have to depend on depend on us or the technology company for you to make those necessary changes. You can do them on the fly. Now this is where you will see that if there is any mismatch, the example that you are seeing, that VAT that is being calculated, it is not calculated, it is entered in during the alteration period. Even during the alteration, when you are entering it, if it is not according to the 5% that you have configured at the master level, you are going to get a warning saying that the amount is mismatching. So this is what is the prevention that it is going to give you. And these are the tax invoice. This is the sample of the tax invoice, where you can generate multilingual tax invoice as per the requirement, and all the necessary information that is required by the VAT authorities for your tax invoice to be a valid tax invoice. You will get that from Tally itself. And this is where you have your VAT related information. So you go to VAT return. If you have received any advance, on advance, if there is a VAT liability, you have a report which is going to tell you. You just receive the advance the normal way you're doing. You come here before filing the return. Tally is going to tell you, hey, look, you have received advance on this. This is the liability of your VAT. Please discharge the liability. Okay. Similarly, you have reverse charge. And in the import, I mean, like basically sometimes, you pay VAT at customs, all that, whether you are paying at custom, you are not paying at custom, every information is going to be reported to you based on your normal inward or purchase and sales entry that you are doing. And this is what is going to be your reconciliation statement. Very important, the written thing, where again you will see that it says there are uncertain transaction, 26 numbers, where you need to basically look into it and then correct it. And this is where it is going to tell you the different nature of exception. What are the uncertainty in the transaction? It is going to say you, and it will going to help you in correcting with ease. So once you have done this, you are ready, and then you can upload your thing. So this is the very simplest solution that Tally has brought in for the businesses in Oman. Ideally, I mean, like, we have just shown what is the solution that we have brought in, and you are the best judge. So please make sure that when you are going to be compliant with VAT, you are selecting the best technology that is going to seamlessly allow you to transition to a VAT regime and also continue your business the way you have been doing your business all this while, without you I mean, like, hassling yourself with too much of compliance requirement. Now, if quick accreditations that Tally has got is that when VAT was introduced in UAE, we got this accreditation. Then in Saudi also we got this accreditation. Now, just to summarize, if you are a manufacturer or a trader or a service provider, just remember that you can configure at the company level, stock group, stock item level. Okay, if you're a service provider, also Tally supports you for VAT compliance. You can do at the company level, accounting group level. Make sure your customer, vendor and tax ledgers are there. In the exception report, make sure that you are able to take care, I mean, like, take care of those exceptions, and export, upload, print, VAT return, whatever is the requirement, and you are now ready with your VAT thing. Right. So, I mean, that's our solution for VAT, and we wish you all successful, compliant year in the VAT, that whenever you are getting covered under the VAT regime. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pugal,
Thank
for
you, Prasad.
your presentation on VAT, its compliance, and how Tally can help manage the obligation towards the government here. VAT is a very new thing. Many of our accounting professionals are understanding and how to account for it and how to pay for VAT. So this is a very useful presentation for all of them. I would like to now open up for question and answers to our attendees. Please type in your questions in the Q&A part or in the chat part, and I will read it out to Pugal, and he'll be so happy to answer them.
Just a minute.
Do we have any questions from the audience? You can just raise your hand or you can type the question. Pugal, if they have questions, because this particular recording will go on YouTube and will remain there for a long time. At the moment, it is on Facebook and on Zoom, live on Facebook and on Zoom. How can they reach you?
We have my colleagues are there in our office. Mr. Prayesh has already been interacting with you, and you can come back to us, And my number is also available, email ID we will share, Mr. Prayesh and Mr. Nandu will share. So at any point in time, any question, any this thing, I would like we would be very very happy to assist anybody on any aspect from the solution that we offer through our technology. And also I would just like to announce that we have a stall. And if you really, I mean, like some of you would want to get into the depth of understanding of the compliance solution that we have brought in, I request the participant to visit Hall 3 E15 for a live demo where we will basically cover in detail of any questions. And also we will be very happy at any later point in time, if any queries are there, we will definitely answer.
That's very good direction. The address to the virtual exhibition where Tally booth is in Hall 3 is virtual.comics.ai. And this is available on PC, on Apple and Android phones. So you can download if you have not yet already on your phones, and reach out to the exhibition, visit Hall 3, go up to Tally booth and ask them any questions. Pugal, there is a question I want to read out.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
new Tally Prime capable of handling VAT requirements of Oman?
Yes, sir. So our new Tally Prime has got a complete solution which can take care of Oman VAT compliance. In fact, certain screenshot which I have just now shown you is from our new Tally Prime, which we took the screenshot of the Oman VAT compliance.
Right. Is there any more questions? Please type in and I will read it out to Pugal. Pugal, I have a question here. In the regional markets where VAT was recently introduced, how has it been with using Tally and the accounting professionals? How has been their experience, and have they reached out to y'all for a lot of help, or is it quite simple and easy to work around these systems?
Yeah. In fact, if you see today as a Tally, as a company, we have 2 million registered or the licensed user of Tally across the world. So we have a very good base of Tally customers in UAE, Saudi, and even in Oman. In fact, I mean, like in the month of January, we did an exclusive session on the solution that we brought in. We are going to bring in for the VAT, and in month of April, in fact, we demonstrated the simplicity in which you can configure. Like I mentioned during my session, believe me, it should not take more than 2 minutes for you to set up your VAT for your company if you are using Tally. It is that simple. It is very intuitive, and you don't have to change your business style just because you are going to now start capturing VAT information. So it is very simple. A lot of videos are available. Help file is available within the software. And in case, very rarely require any assistance through a personal mode. In case if it is required, we are there to help you. But generally, it is very simple. It is like do it yourself kind of a solution that we have brought in.
Right, that's a very useful thing. But as in Oman, there hasn't been VAT for so many years, and it's a new responsibility for accounting professionals. Also, in even in my work environment, I feel the word VAT and the stress about compliance and doing an extra thing. That itself is a lot of pressure. So, do you do a lot of such sessions for accounting professionals, and where can they find more information and attend them? So,
Yeah.
in due course of time, they get more comfortable with this responsibility.
Okay. One is that, in our website, we have a lot of, webinars. In fact, we are announcing the webinars that is going to be conducted. And also for our regular Tally customers, we shoot out a mail also. Otherwise, also, on our website, you will have the complete schedule of what events are going to be conducted or what sessions are going to be conducted. And we also have our own YouTube channel where we come out with all those new changes, latest changes that are there, and very short videos of 3 minutes, 4 minutes, which will quickly help you to get up and running. So these are the areas that you can do, and also, I mean, like our partners in Oman will have enough information for people to get in touch with them to find out what are the latest happenings that are there, and any assistance is required, they will very happily provide.
Thank you so much, Pugal. I would like to ask our audience if there are more questions, please ask. Otherwise, we will finish the session very soon. If you have heard everything and you're happy with what you have heard and no questions, we will finish the session. But we're giving you another 2 minutes. If you have any questions, please put it up in the Q&A session. I don't see any questions coming up. Pugal, is there something more you want to say before you finish the session?
Yeah, so we thank all the participants who have been during this session, and we will assure you that the solution that we have brought in for VAT is very simple and very easy for even a new data entry operator to confidently handle the business transactions, which will take care of the VAT compliance. And we wish all the very best for all the businesses who are going to get covered under the VAT in the due course. Thank you very much to COMEX, and special thanks to Mr. Sadiq for giving us this opportunity to present our solution in this forum. So thank you very much, and wishing you all healthy and prosperous business.
Thank you so much, Pugal. Really appreciate the effort you made in delivering this presentation to our live audience. As well, we look forward to a lot of interaction on YouTube once this video goes live. And thank you for making the window open to ask any questions, to watch webinars, and to get answered. So I really thank you and the team of Tally. We wish you good luck with the exhibition, and anybody who would like to reach them out, please visit virtual.comex.ai. The event is on up to the 15th of this month. You can go up to their booth in Hall 3 and ask any questions and interact with them. So thank you, Pugal. And with this, we come to an end of today's session, AI, VAT, and tax. And we look forward to more interactions with yourself and with your company. Have a good day. Thank you, everybody, for attending.
Good day. Yeah, good day.